Losing money sucks, and in trading, just to make things harder, when you make a mistake, you probably end up losing money. And so this is why I'm making this video. With over 4 years of experience, I want to explain 4 things that lost me money so you don't have to. And until I fix these mistakes, only then was I able to achieve profitability in this game. So this is exactly why I want to share this with you. So let's get straight into point number 1 about 4 mistakes that you should avoid. Let's get it. Number 1, you've probably heard all of these gurus say, have risk management. Although very true, risk management is very, very important, but there's a certain type of risk management that constantly costs me. So if you don't have basic risk management, that's it. You're burnt out sooner or later. You're going to be burnt out. You're either going to make big money because you risked everything and then lose it plus more. So risk management, extremely important. So let's get that out the way, and let me talk about the specific side of risk management, the side of risk management that most people won't understand. And that is going to be the side of risk management that comes from confidence in trading. Now, this was a cycle I got stuck in. Let's say I had a 10K account, I wanted to risk $150. $150 would be 1.5% risk. Very acceptable, very safe. So I would go into my trades, trade 150, 150, 150, start doing well, pretty comfortable with that. So I said, let me go and put risk at $300 now, right? So double my risk. The minute I start that, you hit a loss. You say, okay, that's one loss. I'm down 2 of my good trades I was on my old risk. Let me try get that back. I need to. And what do? You probably make a mistake here, and you go ahead and you'll take another loss. And this is very common. Now, you go break the plan and you end up losing now $600. That's equivalent of losing 4 trades in a row with your previous risk and compared to your current risk. So what do? You drop risk. You drop risk and you claw your way back up. And this is a big mistake people make, is that you risk big, lose, and then go back onto your safety net. And then you go big again, and then you just end up in this break-even stage. There's no progression there. It's a very dangerous cycle that you can get stuck in. It's a cycle that most won't talk about. So down below in the description, I'm going to put a free risk management course that I actually made. You guys can watch that. It's a 5-part series, extremely good, right? So that's number 1. Now number 2 is going to flow nicely with number 1. So let's go and switch to number 2 here. Number 2 is a pretty common one, but one that probably some of you might know and some of you will know, which is you blame the strategy, not the trader. So there is a fundamental way of trading the markets, right? The strategy is just like a framework. It's a framework to allow you to have fixed values of what to do when, and then the trader is the one who's going to determine how he's going to execute within those values. You are the one in control. At the end of the day, the only thing you don't have control of is the market. Everything else is in your control. So it comes down to the trader, not the strategy of essence. So when it comes to actually finding a strategy that is going to work long term here, you need to make sure whoever you're learning from is going to be presenting something that, is proven here. So the second way is, a lot of people maybe don't show you that. So it's okay though. They could be very profitable themselves. And the way you're going to do that, and the way that I had to prove myself. So if you ask, how did you do it, Harry? Well, I took ideas that made sense logically, and I've seen in the market and went and back tested it. So do that. Go ahead. If you have a strategy you're trying and you don't know if it works or not, go collect data. This game is based on probability and statistics. Where's your statistics? I don't see it. This is why we made the passion-based project of creating the first ever web-based backtesting simulator with ticks, so you can study the behavior. Go on our free demo and go try it out. 1 month of data, whatever strategy you're using, and prove to yourself, does it even work? Do you have statistics? This entry gives me this win rate. This gives me that win rate. You need that statistics, right? So let's move on now to point number 3 and then wrap up with point number 4. So point number 3 is kind of like a double-edged sword, and it's kind of a paradox because it's a little bit difficult. So point number 3 is hesitation. Now, hesitation was extremely difficult for me because what I would do is hesitation would lead me, as I said, emotional situations on the chart will cause you to have an emotional reaction off the chart. So what was emotional? I would hesitate from the good positions and FOMO into the bad positions. This was an ultimate money eater because I would come to the charts with a plan, confident with my plan, and I'll see the setup happen. Oh, but there's this resistance, but there's that resistance. This is not going to work. Boom. What happens? I don't take the position. What happens to the position? It plays out. And I say, fine, I'm good today. This gives me confidence. This is telling me I know what I'm doing, right? What do? You say, the next setup I see, I'm gonna take it now because I've got confidence that what I did in the morning is correct. So the next setup you see, go ahead and take it. Boom, loses. Why? Because the move happened. You've changed the conditions. You're not trading at the same volume time. You're not executing on the original plan because I never planned for the second move. I planned for the first move. So take what you plan. Give yourself one bullet on a plan that you backtested and worked on, and that's it. If you lose, you learn, and this is going to be a process. Just like any skill that there is, so many skills require tons of times of practice, require you to, put in hours and hours of work, and it's not going to be any different for trading. As much as we would like to believe we can come to the charts and in 1 month make 15K. Now, with that, brings me on to point number 4, coming to the chart and wanting to make 15K a month, expectations. I'm going to be honest with you guys, when I came to the charts and trading, I actually did pretty well in crypto. Since I was fortunate enough to make decent money in crypto, it actually was a bad thing in trading because I was coming to the market with high expectations. I believed in 1-2 months I was going to be able to make at least a couple of grand a month from the market. Instead, I lost a couple of grand from the market. I didn't make anything. And this is what led me to make all of those other mistakes that you heard from the previous points, was because I came in with too high expectations. You cannot set the expectations that the internet put. I'm putting this on the last point. There's only a few people left on this video. Most people drop off by now. And the few people who are left on the video have the only fighting chance to actually succeed in this game. Because look at the attention span of the rest. Look at how the rest of the people have just come off. Now, this segment here is going to probably be the most important segment, because this is what defeats traders, is because we are driven by motivation. We are driven by discipline. Now, without motivation, it's hard to have discipline. Without discipline, it's hard to have motivation. Now, in order to have discipline, you have to have something that rewards you. Now, if something is difficult, obviously there's going to be very low amounts of discipline because it's not rewarding. Now, that's trading in a nutshell. All of those things I mentioned was trading in a nutshell. So discipline is going to be very, very low. And without discipline, there's going to be no success, because you have to be disciplined to the process. But what if I told you that the expectations you're setting are just making things worse? Because take it as an advantage. If things are stressful, that's an advantage. I need to become a different person in order to find this not stressful, but a part of the process. This is amazing. I'm blessed to be put in this difficult situation, because this is what's going to get me to the next stage. And that's where the motivation will come from. But instead, people look back and they're like, man, I should be withdrawing 10,000 this month. Expectation, expectation, expectation. This is something that's, you have to realize is, set your expectations right. You're just gonna set unnecessary pressure. No one cares about how much you make. They don't give a shit. It's only you. It's you against you, right? So do keep expectations right. Something it took me a while to fix, man. It took me a while to fix, and the minute I fixed it, I'm telling you, it definitely changed a lot for me, and it was definitely worth it. So hope this video has helped, guys. If it has, definitely do leave a like on this video. Try get the likes up to 1,000. I do hope you guys enjoyed and found some good value from this. And if you did, let me know. Like I said in the video, having a structured plan, a structured method in the market is going to be extremely important to your success. So do check out how to make a trading plan video on my channel. And obviously, to have a strategy would be extremely beneficial. So make sure to check out those videos. So with that being said, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.